Hello everyone, this is Thunderan, and here we are, at Helm's Deep, at the Fields of Victory. Now we're going to listen to Glühwein, how he tells the story, what happens with Háma at the door, at the gates. So let's go.
Dawn had not yet come. Orcs streamed into the gatehouse, eager to spill the blood of Theoden. One man stood in their path, Háma, the doorward of Theoden. Háma thought of the glory of Rohan, and his strength was renewed. Háma thought of the House of Eorn, and his strength was renewed. I will not retreat from here the tread of a single foot, he cried aloud. A doorward I was, he shouted, and a doorward I remain. Even as he fell, he heard the horn of Helm echo in the deep. Forth the Erolingas, ride to victory!
Okay, that was the heroic story of Háma.
And so passed Háma, the doorward of Theoden.
Without him, the gate and perhaps the kingdom itself would now be broken. Do not forget him. I know that Theoden king will not. He served the king faithfully for many years, and even with his death. Well, I really hate that Shenanigans quest comes really after every time. I got already 4 of them. 4 maps of them. Let's talk to the room soldiers. I don't need to talk to them more because I already did. Let's go inside the Holmberg. There we are, inside the Holmberg. There is the wine. I guess it's the only meat hall that isn't made of wood.
We spoke yesterday, do you remember?
It feels a lifetime ago, Thunderan.
Speak to me if you are ready, and I will prepare a place for you.
Let's take a rest then. This is Volca. The boar. Right of Rohan. All history. Helm hammerhands with the horn.
I will show you to a quiet corner of the keep where you can rest.
So here we go to the place where I can rest. Because, yeah, I fought the whole night. So I'm really tired. So let's take a sleep.
After a short rest, the company sets out for Isengard and finds the road greatly changed.
Now we're going to Isengard. Give me candle and shed effects. I hope you found rest before we set out, Thunderan. I tried to do so, but I could not quiet my roving mind, and I'm still greatly fatigued. What will we find in Isengard? Harry looked from beside the towering trunks of the forest. The trees were not here when we arrived at Helm's Deep yesterday. I think we both know what brought them here, to the foot of the dike, but that makes it no less frightening a sight, does it? Do you sense it, Thunderan? A presence watches us from among the trees. I do not think the trees bear us any ill will. Aragorn. I hope you are right, Gandalf. I do not feel welcome among the trees. Well, we should not stray from path at any rate. You do not need to worry about that, Gandalf. We, Legolas, why are we stopping? Thunderan, wait. Do you hear that? I hear a great sound of creaking timbers and rustling branches. It comes this way. Legolas, what are you doing? Come back. Look among the trees. What are those creatures? They are ants, Theoden King, shepherds of the forest. Have you forgotten the tales of your youth? I would never believe I would see such things, Thunder. Ants! I'm filled with wonder at the sight of them. Wonder of a kind. I thought that its sole preserve of children. I'm an old man, a wild bird of many winters, and still I have seen things this day I would not have believed yesterday. They tower above mortal man, and cover such a span with each stride. What damage they could do to the homes of my people, if that was their thought, but I do not believe that is their desire. Now I understand the meaning of this forest cave. I gave nary a thought to the ants, not since I was a boy. Why will they help us now? You have more allies than you suppose, Thunderan King. Even among those you deem no more than legends. These ants are herdsmen, not warriors. The people of Rohan need not fear them, as long as they cause no harm to their flock. There is one in this land that would have done well to heed the ants before now. If he had heeded them, the battle that is lately ended might have come to a different conclusion. It's good for Rohan and for all free folk that he did not take them into account. Let us proceed, Thunder. There are still many miles to go before we reach Isengard. The Fort of Isen are a sad reminder of the good folk who fell in defense of Rohan. Many good men fell at the forts, but the kingdom still stands. We are almost to Isengard, and will bring report of the valiant sacrifice to the wizard who fought in need. Let us rejoin our companions, Thunder. You do not want them to deal with Saruman before we arrive, do you, Thunderan? Do you hear that? A horseman approaches from behind us, and at great speed. I hear the sound of swift hoofbeats approaching from behind us. Let us confront the rider before he overtakes us and offers some harm to the king. Ride with me, Thunderan, and we will learn if he be a friend or foe. Halt! Who rides to Rohan? Rohan, you say? That's the land we seek, and with haste. Rohan is ruled by Thunderan King, and none enter that land without his leave. What is the meaning of your haste? I'm Helm, Thunderan of the North. We seek Aragorn, son of Arathorn. And you have found him. Aragorn! It's good to see you again, Thunderan. I knew in my heart we would see you once more, but I did not think to find you in the company of my chieftain Aragorn. Much has happened since we parted, and little of it good, but we will need to speak of our respective deeds when there is time to breathe. We have found Aragorn between perils, it seems. He had your help for the first, and he has all of us for the second. May it be enough. Oh, all the rangers are here. All our friends from the north. We are well met once again, Thunderan, but in hardship. I saw the treacherous leader of the Falcon clan, but he gave me the slip and escaped into the mountains. He lives still the life of a coward. I defeated Lew Brannon in our path in the glittering caves, and I slain him for the Rangers and for Rohan. You tell me true? Then he has paid for his crimes. He abandoned some of his own people when he fled, and we left them in a place of peace, where they should be safe. I worried that a former chieftain might seek them out and visit upon them further harm. But even Saruman's magic can't help Lew Brannon now. I'm satisfied, Thunderan. Thank you on behalf of my fallen kinsmen, and also for those of his own people he betrayed. It seems you found Aragorn before we did, Thunderan. Perhaps we should have gone with you. Gallant lad from England. It was not a long goodbye after all, Thunderan. Though the intervening days have been eventful. I think Halbert keenly felt the burden of his duty after he left us. For he was not sure how best to proceed, but it seems he chose right. For we have found Aragorn, as the words of Galadriel bade us. The sons of Elrond bear messages for him from the Father, and Halbert carried the gift of Háma. I trust that Aragorn will know what to do with each of these gifts. This is truly an unexpected encounter, Thunderan. I'm glad to see you are well, and in the company of Aragorn. No less, our errand has not ended, though its first goal be now accomplished. Now we must lend what aid we can to Aragorn. Is it true you take the road to Isengard? Whatever other objective Aragorn has for Saruman, we must add this one as well: the rescue of LotRO, my kinsman, if he yet lives. A lot of these things are in the quests of Dunland. I did before before the Great River, and that's before, and I did the Great River before the Eastern Rohan, etc, etc. Barrett has given me much to think about, Thunderan. We have more reason to converse with Saruman than I believed. I feel confident that we can accomplish anything, Thunderan. Now that my kinsmen are here, can it be that the tides turn in our favor this day? So we met the Rangers. That was kind of unexpected. I had expected Erkenbrand or Elfhelm or something. The Rangers of the North.
I believed we would see each other again, but I did not know it would be so soon.
Sending you from us was not an easy decision, but I knew Theodred had need of your aid. What sadness that he could not be saved from that fate, but perhaps that you contributed to the resolve of the Erlingus. The great company has done what it set out to do. We have ridden to our chieftain in Rohan, and it seems we have come in time after all. Some of our numbers were lost on the way, but those of us that remain will do anything in our power to ensure that Aragorn can fulfill his destiny. I am glad to see you again, Thunderan.
I have much to think about and little time in which to do so.
This is an unexpected joy, my friend. Had I known they were journeying to find me. Aragorn looks at you really. When you spoke to me of the Dunedain, I did not suspect you had traveled with them in recent days, Thunderan. I do not think I would have changed my course had I known, but perhaps that's the power of hindsight. Perhaps it's the wisdom of Elrond behind your silence, my friend. He's never quick to volunteer information, which makes the word of his sons even more curious. I have much to think about, and little time in which to do so.
I am most curious to see what we will find in Isengard.
I spoke briefly with Albert, and if I had business within Isengard before now, I counted double. We must find if Lothrender still lives within the ring, Thunderan. Let Gandalf speak with Saruman for weeks, if that is his desire. I thought of my kinsman. I have not seen him for many years, but Lothrender has been a friend for longer than that, and I will not abandon him. Let us ride along the road to Isengard. way to Isengard. There it is. Isengard. The white hand is gone. It once was on here. A curious stillness covers the land and pools of water stand near the road.
Isengard has been much changed since last you beheld it.
Thunderan, you may not recognize it. I dare say Saruman himself does not talk, though he brought it upon himself. We're riding to Isengard.
The Ukwirad is angered by your presence.
What's this now? Man, raise your weapons. We are not done yet. The Dunlaning chief's command is met only with groans of pain and fear by his men.
You will not live long enough, I think, to help us.
Stay back, man. Look at what destruction the trees have brought to the Vale. Saruman is undone. They allowed my men and me to flee, but I do not trust them. I know they are still here. I know they are watching us. There's one outside the ring across the river Isen. I swear it will not let us live. You have delayed us long enough, man. If your foolish journeys brings you to Isengard, then so be it. We shall not remain long enough for the trees to find us. Man! We go to Dunland. Looks like the walls are crumbled.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Now let's like this.
Hello there! It's been a long time.
Thunderan, I hope you're all well.
Welcome to Isengard.
You've had a number of adventures, I expect, and I would you believe that we have as well. We have all come a long way from LotRO, haven't we? Much of the trip was rather unpleasant, owing to our new friends, Ugluk and Grishnak. I suppose they're old friends now. We shan't be seeing them again. That is a relief. Treebird and Quickbeam are nice fellows, if a little odd. And I do believe I've grown several inches taller. Pippin laughs with a confused look. I don't mean metaphorically, Thunderan. Though perhaps at that, I mean that I actually have grown taller.
I think Pip is trying to confuse you on purpose.
Thunderan. He gets a chance to do that infrequently, that he delights in it whenever the opportunity presents itself. It seems we have gone from the fire back into the frying pan for once. Pip and I were dragged halfway across Rohan by our captors, and though we have arrived at Isengard, it was in the strong hands of a friend, and not at the whips of Saruman's orcs. It was Treebird who broke us there, you see, and he is Fangorn, and Fangorn is he apparently. This is more difficult than I expected when I began to tell it. We found some pipeweed inside the gatehouse. How about you bring some more out here, and I will try to tell it properly. I'll enter the gatehouse. Wow, looks like Isengard is flooded. The gatehouse is filled with rubble, and the flood waters have reached here too. There's pipeweed.
Allow me to refill my pipe, and I can resume my story.
Ah, very good, my friend. It's a very high quality pipeweed of the sort they grow in the south of back Helm. Allow me to refill my pipe and I can resume my story. I was going to tell you about Treebird and the ants, I believe. Let me see. But it seems Aragorn is troubled with something. Perhaps you should speak with him first. I will continue my story when he has a happier look about it.
That pipeweed was not grown at Isengard. It came from the Shire.
Which means that Saruman has had his eyes upon that land, for some while at least. I do not like that at all. If our fortune holds, the wizard will have no further chance for mischief. His interest in the Shire may have extended only to its pipeweed.
I do not doubt Saruman's ability to strike, even now.
And a concerned beast can still do great harm. Gandalf went ahead to the base of Orphan, find him and see what he thinks of the situation.
Pip and I met Treebeard after we escaped from the orcs.
He is an ant, you know, a shepherd of the forest. I can tell you how we met him, if you like. More interludes. Well, let's do that interlude later, and let's travel later to Isengard. But well, let's end up the video here. If you have enjoyed, a rating is much appreciated. Other than that, you could just subscribe, that would help us a lot. And we will see you next time when we go to the Tower of Orphan.